Phoenix.
I thought you did.
She worked at
Oh, yeah, nice asking. Ever since you got promoted, you've been acting like that.
Can we ask everybody to please rise for the Lieutenant Governor of Guam, Joshua F. Tenorio? Half a day and buenas tardes. Welcome to today's proclamation signing ceremony. I am Fire Captain Nick Garrido with the Guam Fire Department. At this time, I would like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor of Guam. Darren D. Burrier, Fire Chief, Guam Fire Department. Edward C. Artero, Assistant Chief and Fire Marshal. Edward Chaco, Special Operations. Michael Nkanko, Admin and 911 Operations. Joseph Tautau, Assistant Chief of Training. Ronnie Chagina, Operations. On the right side, my right, your left, we have Christine Camacho Ferrin, Forestry Chief. Daniel Stone, Airport Fire. Stanley Torres Anderson Fire. And the Deputy Senior Master Sergeant Chris Phillips. Joining us from JRM Naval Base Guam, we have Chief Francis Tag Tagalog, JRM Region Chief. And I see Chief Scribner and Chief Manglotnya. And from the National Weather Service, Brandon Idlet. Welcome everybody. One more round of applause. And for his opening remarks, Chief Darren Burrier.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming out for our fire prevention proclamation signing. This is a fantastic turnout, having everybody here. This year's theme is, just want to make sure I get it right. I know. Charge into fire safety. We're lithium-ion batteries in your home. So it's all about prevention of fires and being able to understand and educate the public on how to properly take care of their lithium battery devices. You know, it wasn't that long ago when we hardly had any lithium battery devices in the homes, and now they're everywhere. And we do know the hazards of that, of the complications. Even if you've gone through TSA, you know, if you have a lithium-ion battery, you have to make sure it's in your carry-on. Well, same thing, they can explode at any time. They've been proven to be that. They overheat. And so we have to be very careful and responsible for how we handle lithium-ion batteries. And part of our job and due diligence, we want to make sure we prevent fires before they occur and get the education out there to make sure everybody's safe, especially in the homes of families where you've got young children that are exposed to these devices because they're playing on your phones, they're playing on their own little tablets. So they're going to be exposed, and if they're charging it, it gets heated up. We got to make sure that when we do charge it, we're aware that it's not on anything that's going to be flammable, anything that's going to help conduct the heat and make it more like you put it on a bed. And you charge the device, it's going to heat up. And with a conduit of a blanket or something that's on, it's going to get even hotter. So we really have to be responsible, educate the public on better safety techniques and how to properly monitor their devices when they're charging and when to unplug them, so that way we remain safe. So our team in fire prevention has done a great deal in preparation for this Fire Prevention Week. Our partners, Chief Torres with the Guam Fire, with Anderson Air Force Base. We have Chief Stone here with ARF. We have Chief Tag over here with Navy. Everybody in fire is on board with the same theme, is making sure the public is safe in preventing fires with lithium-ion batteries. Yeah, thank you.
Can I also recognize the presence of the Mayor of Inalahan Mayor Anthony Chargloff. I'm going to hand it over to the Fire Prevention Fire Marshal, Chief Ed Artero.
Afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Thank you to all our partners who showed attendance. Also with our private companies, they're also a big component of our partnership here in the community. You know, the fire department's job is to conduct code enforcement and make sure our plans and review are robust. And our private company's job is to ensure that when they do their installations out there, that they meet fire code and that well validated and tested by us when we do our acceptance tests. Just a reminder to the community and everybody, the Fire Prevention Week is a time for the community to interact with us in a much more calm setting, and we do that through our public education outreach. And I know that all of our departments and agencies here all have a robust public education campaign. So to kick off the event, this coming Sunday, we are having a motorcade. Starts down here in Adelup, and we're gonna do a convoy from here up to the Micronesia Mall. And up at the Micronesia Mall, we will have a static display outside, and inside we will have a nice open forum where all the partners, all the agencies will have a table with some personnel that the community can interact with, and we can reach out through them in a public education forum setting. We will also have contests there that will be judged by the public. So I'd like to remind everyone to come out, participate, get involved with all the community fire protection companies and all your fire and emergency services partners that are here on Guam. Also like to thank our staff from our Fire Prevention Bureau for their efforts in ramping up to make sure that we have a very successful week. And again, thank you to everyone for showing up.
And before we proceed with the proclamation, the Lieutenant Governor has a few words.
Thanks. Hafene, and welcome to Adelup. You know, Chief Ed, as I was listening to you talk about the partners, thank you for the great work with you and Chief Darren with, you know, bringing this very, very important cause out. A lot of people don't realize how dangerous these lithium batteries are. For those of us that have been traveling lately, we know there's an emphasis on that. And of course, we only have to look at recent global news to see where these batteries have caused death. So this is really a very good thing that we're bringing the people this information so they know. And actually, even for me, you know, with my hairstyle, I usually carry a certain kind of clipper, and I was thinking, is this a lithium battery? You know, most things are these days. So this gives us an opportunity to raise this attention with all of us. But really, I wanted to say, when I go out to events, especially when I go to Career Day, I might have mentioned this before, but I've been at Career Day. I know Christine has, and we've been out there. And then all of a sudden, when the firemen come and that fire truck comes, every single kid wants to go over there. So we kind of, it is an indication about how popular and how curious our students are in the field of fire service and fire prevention. That is a great thing. And I know that in government of Guam, I'm pretty sure at Anderson and Navy Fire, there isn't a shortage of men and women that are looking to make this a career, which recognizes, I think, number one, how very important people recognize that being a fireman, firewoman is. Number two, they recognize that there is strength in this field. People want to be, they're drawn to it for a reason. And so I just want to thank you for all the hardworking men and women that are serving us. I realize that there are a lot of hazards that you're exposed to, that you put your lives up for in front of. You sacrifice yourself more than others, and for all of us, I just want to say thank you for doing that on a daily basis. And then finally, to the civilians that are working with you, I always hear that without your civilian staff, a lot of you wouldn't have the resources or the time or the excellence that you're able to display because of that partnership. Finally, I also want to recognize and thank the Forestry Division for being here. We have 2 seasons, right? Wet season, dry season. And in dry season, we have a considerable amount of fire activity. And combined with some bad habits of certain hunters, combined with just kind of the dramatic things that we see because of the changes in weather environment, it does make it very dangerous. And so I just want to also recognize the efforts of agriculture. I see a lot of coordination now between agriculture and fire department, and I know that on the hazard mitigation side, we're looking for ways to also help in the environment so that we have adequate water outlets so that we can fight fires in the forest. Those are things that I have a committee working on right now. Christine, in fact, you're at the top of our conversation yesterday. So we'll look for our ways to help from the government of Guam and from the community with fire prevention. But today, let us work together to bring out this very important message with this new technology and how things are going. We do have to spread the word about how hazardous these lithium batteries are, and we look forward to the continued partnership, especially with our federal partners. Thank you very much for being here. Sujus Maasi and Biba Fire Prevention Week.
Before we begin, can I have the Sparky and Smokey the Bear come over alongside the front up here? At this time, Firefighter 1, Jose San Nicolas, will read the proclamation.
Proclamation number 2025-95. A proclamation of the Governor proclaiming October 5th to October 11th, 2025 as Fire Prevention Week. Whereas the territory of Guam is committed to ensuring the safety and security of all those living and visiting. Whereas fire remains a serious public safety concern both locally and nationally, and the presence of lithium-ion batteries in many household devices introduces unique fire risks. Whereas most of the electronics used in homes daily, including smartphones, tablets, laptops, power tools, e-bikes, e-scooters, and toys, are powered by lithium-ion batteries, which, if misused, damaged, or improperly charged, can overheat, start a fire, or explode. Whereas the National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, reports an increase in battery-related fires, underscoring the need for public education on the safe use of lithium-ion batteries. Whereas residents should follow 3 key calls to action: buy only listed products, charge batteries safely, and recycle them responsibly to prevent battery-related fires. Whereas lithium-ion batteries store a large amount of energy in a small space, and improper use, such as overcharging, using off-brand chargers without safety certification, or exposing batteries to damage, can result in fire or explosion. Whereas the proper disposal and recycling of lithium-ion batteries help prevent environmental hazards and reduce fire risks in the home and community. Whereas Guam's first responders are dedicated to reducing the occurrence of fires through prevention, safety education, and community outreach. And whereas the 2025 Fire Prevention Week theme, Charge into Fire Safety, Lithium-Ion Batteries in Your Home, serves to remind us of the importance of using, charging, and recycling lithium-ion batteries safely to reduce the risk of fires in homes and communities.
Now, therefore, I, Joshua F. Tenorio, Segundo Magatlahin Guahan, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, hereby, together with Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim October 5th to October 11th, 2025 as Fire Prevention Week. I further cause the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed here in the capital village of Hagåtña on this 3rd day of October in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2025. Biba Fire Prevention Week. Biba.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank everyone for joining us for today's proclamation signing ceremony. And for now, we would like to ask everyone to take a quick photo. I'll get with the photographer as what's the best angle. But one more time, Viva Fire Prevention.
Viva